Happy Sunday! It's my favorite day of the week. It is because it's fantasy football and we got lineups to do and I got people's asses to kick and I've got my own ass to get kicked on my rebuilders. So it's a great day. It's a great day all around. As always, we got the tripod. We are joined with the tripod. We're three legs. We all work towards one goal. I don't know. Does that make sense? Who gives a shit? Adam, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. It's Sunday.
We're always excited for Sunday, man. And the Browns are back. They got a tough matchup this week for Miami, but the Browns are back. I hate having the Browns on a bye.
As always, man, we're joined by our good buddy Eric of America's Game. America's Game. Anything more American than America's Game? No. The answer is no. How you doing, Eric? He's on mute, so he doesn't give a shit.
I don't know why. I thought it unmute you afterwards, but I guess it didn't. Anyways, yeah, another day, another week, and ready to watch Josh Allen kick some ass.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
we got so many people in here. Garrett, Clyde, DB, Dynasty Alex, Cole World. What's going on? Thank you for joining us. Dr. B. Harris, Zach, and Workhorse. Man, I love that name, Workhorse. But our boy Garrett here was in here early, about a half hour early to get these questions in. So just a reminder, I just go top to bottom how the questions come in. But if you want to jump the line, hit that super chat. We'll get you squared away. But let's dive right into it, boys. Garrett had a bunch of questions. He typed them in the chat before we even got in here. He's ready. He's ready to go. He needs the answers. Need to half PPR Claypool, Tony, Mac Hollins, Eno Benjamin, or YOLO some Mitchell and roll the dice. Adam. Oh, man. Anytime you get a YOLO question in here, we need it. We need it. Help this man out. Let's help Garrett out here. Where are you at?
I love YOLO, but I'm not YOLOing myself some Mitchell here. Not going to do that. I'm going to take Claypool here. I understand Mac Hollins has been pretty damn good, and Tony's probably intriguing for some, but I think I'm rolling Claypool.
He needs two, so pick a second one for him.
Well, then it's Mac Hollins.
There it is. Eric.
So you both have seen Any Given Sunday, correct?
Yeah, 100%,
Absolutely,
man.
Absolutely.
This is how I see fucking Elijah Mitchell today. The trainer's going to be out there going for somebody else. And the assistant trainer's going to come up and be like, oh, hey, Elijah Mitchell's hurt again. What do you do, fall off the fucking bench? That's Elijah Mitchell for you. So Claypool and Mac Hollins.
Hey, Cherubini's down. Cherubini. What do you do? Fall off the fucking bench? I'm going to play Chase Claypool and Mac Hollins, though I do see the appeal of trying to play to Kadarius Toney, but he's probably not going to do anything for you. So
Yeah.
give me Claypool and Mac Hollins here. Benjamin, no. And
Not
Mitchell.
doing it.
Absolutely not. Garrett's second question. Man was busy this morning. Foster Moreau or Evan Ingram have PPR? Eric, go ahead and kick this one off.
I think Jacksonville's going to have to throw a little bit more, so I'm going to go with Evan Ingram.
Adam?
I actually tend to agree. That Colts Raiders game could be super ugly, man. I don't know how much we're going to be throwing the ball there, so I'm going to roll with Ingram. Although Foster Moreau's not a horrible start this week.
I like Evan Ingram once upon a time. Not anymore. And I get your guys' point, but anytime Darren Waller's out, I start Foster Moreau. That's just a rule I have.
Well, you started him
it.
every week so far, right?
Pretty much. Because Darren Waller retired a few years ago and didn't tell anybody. Garrett's third question. CEH, Herbert, Allen Robinson, half PPR. He needs one. Adam, go ahead.
Wow. I hate that I have to do this, but I think I'm going to have to start Khalil Herbert, and I hate starting Khalil Herbert. I don't know, man. A-Rob's a tough one for me to start week in and week out, and CEH, I'm not starting him, so I'm going to go with Herbert here.
Yeah, CEH is out for me, so it would be between Herbert and Allen Robinson. Herbert's got the better matchup against Detroit. Allen Robinson does have the backup quarterback with him, so maybe that helps him a little bit, maybe. Because Stafford doesn't throw the fucking ball.
Doesn't like him. No.
Yeah. So, 0.5 PPR. I'd probably go with Khalil Herbert.
Yeah.
I like it. Alan Herbert. We just hope that helps Garrett. Alan Herbert. I'm also going to go with Khalil Herbert here. Sorry that John Wolford, or whatever the fuck his name is, doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in me, and Clyde is still
Right.
Clyde.
Yep.
Clyde is still Clyde. And speaking of Clyde, Good morning, fellas. Half PPR, flex spot, Jeff Wilson, Ayuk, or Sutton? Eric, finally we're getting a little bit better questions.
Yeah. Man, this one's tough too. I think I'd probably go Cortland Sutton. I think after the bye they're gonna get him the ball again. I think I'm gonna go him. I do like Jeff Wilson a lot though. He's got a good matchup against the shitty Cleveland Browns.
Adam?
He does have a good matchup against the Cleveland Shitty Browns. I think I'm going to roll with Cortland Sutton here. Tennessee doesn't really scare me. I'm going to roll with Cortland Sutton.
I do like all these guys. I like them all.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Sutton, though, because if I sit Sutton on the bench and he goes off, I'm going to feel the worst about it.
Yeah.
And the Titans are one of the best teams against the run, and they're really shitty against the pass. So obviously, with
Perfect.
Patrick Mahomes throwing 7,000 yards on them,
I think we're all in agreement here. We're going to go Sutton, but it is close, man. This is actually a good question that made me think because I just talked people into buying Jeff Wilson too. So, Emilio, what's going on, man?
Hey.
He needs to sit one in full PPR. A-Rob, Dylan, or Khalil Herbert. Well, we all agreed on Herbert over A-Rob earlier, but does Dylan change anything? Would you play Dylan over Khalil Herbert? Adam, we'll start with you.
Man, I hate the fact that John Wolfert's throwing to A-Rob because Dylan, for me, is getting close to, like, not worthy of consideration at all. But Aaron Jones, having the injury, not knowing how much reps he's going to play, how bad A-Rob has been, the fact that he does have a backup quarterback, I hate to say it, I could see starting A.J. Dillon here, so that's what I'm going to roll with.
Eric?
I'm gonna sit AJ Dillon. He hasn't done shit.
Yeah.
Dallas has been pretty good. Yeah, I'll just roll with Herbert and A-Rob there and sit Dillon.
Yeah, I think I'm still sitting with Khalil Herbert here. Dallas defense, whether I like to admit it or not, being an Eagles fan, they're good. And to Eric's point, A.J. Dillon hasn't done shit.
So who you sitting, though, A-Rob or Dillon?
I'm going to sit Dillon.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm going to sit Dillon.
Okay.
Man, this sucks. We're definitely playing Khalil Herbert. But
No question. No question.
God. Could you have any bigger, speaking of these two guys, any bigger falls from where they were being
No.
valued at the beginning of the year? Like
No.
redraft, dynasty, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We all had high hopes for A-Rob and Dylan. All of them.
I
Javonte
bought
Williams, the guys that are out for the season. Those are the only ones that fell further. That's it.
Damn.
I
J.K.
bought
Dobbins.
so much A-Rob this offseason and regret it so much.
Oh,
Yep.
man. All right, our guy DB's got one. Terry versus Philly, Deontay versus New Orleans, Smitty versus Washington, half PPR, bench one of these guys. Eric, kick us off.
I think I'm going to bench Terry McLaurin. He's got a tough matchup against two of the best corners in the league right now. Really good secondary. I think I'm just going to go with Deontay and Smitty and roll them out.
All right, Adam.
I'm going to agree here because so far you really want to just fade the top receiver or any of the receivers going up against that Philly defense. So I love Terry McLaurin, but I think here I actually love all these receivers. So I'm going to sit Terry here.
I'm going to go ahead and sit Smitty. I'm going to sit Smitty on the other half, on the other side. I want to
Marquise
sit
Goodwin
Smitty.
got me a touchdown. Hell yeah.
Oh, shit. You love those guys. I got them in best ball leagues. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, I have him in a few of those too.
Let's go. I'm going to sit Smitty versus Washington. Go ahead and roll out Terry and Deontay.
Yeah.
I'll probably be wrong, but this is like the cynical part of the Eagles fan. Like I buy in, but I can only buy in so much. My heart isn't ready to be fully broken. So I'm waiting for Terry just to go the fuck off and abuse Slay. I think it's probably going to happen. This is me. Go with the other two smart guys, though, DB. I've been hurt one too many times. Dynasty Alex has got one full PPR. Judy, Lazard, Damian Pierce. Need one. Adam, what says you?
I think this is Dameon Pierce pretty easily for me, Dynasty Alex.
Eric?
Yeah, I think I'm going Damian Pierce as well. He's been so good lately. It's hard to sit him.
Yep.
Yeah, no question for me. I'm going to play Pierce. Now, he looked great against Philly last week. He didn't get you a lot of fantasy points, though, right?
Right.
Because he didn't catch passes and didn't get in the end zone. I don't care, man. I'm going to roll a guy out that runs that hard every single week and gets that many touches. So,
Agreed.
Damian Pierce for me. Cole World, what's going on, man? Half PPR, sit to, and Cole World, he's one of the guys who types out everything. He gets the full matchup There's no confusion.
I love it, man.
I love it, man. Deontay versus New Orleans, Mooney versus Detroit, Gabe Davis versus Minnesota, Ayuk versus the Chargers, Amon-Ra at Chicago. Full PPR, start 2. All right, we'll do that first part. Let's keep it here. Full PPR, start 2. Deontay, Mooney, Gabe Davis, Ayuk, Amon-Ra. Start 2. Eric.
Can we get his opponent's lineup all typed in there too? I'm just kidding.
Oh, sorry. The first part. Cole types this out so well. Half PPR, sit 2. Deontay, Mooney, Gabe Davis, Ayuk, Amon-Ra.
Okay, so we're
Right.
Sit
sitting
2 of these
2.
guys.
Yeah,
I
good
think
call.
I'm sitting Gabe Davis. Like I think Case Keenum's gonna play, so I'll just go with that one. And the other one, I think I'm gonna sit Ayuk just because everybody's there. I don't know who's all gonna get fed there. At least all these other guys, Amon-Ra, Deontay, Mooney, are the number ones on their team. So I think I'll sit Gabe and Ayuk pretty easy out of those two.
Okay, Adam.
Yeah, I'm actually everything he said. I'm in full agreement. I love Brandon Ayuk, but given that it's Amon-Ra and it's Mooney and it's Deontay, I think here with that team, I could actually wait to see what's going to happen and what Ayuk's usage is this week. And I'm not playing Gabe Davis. The easy one here is Gabe Davis by far for me.
The easy one, yeah, I'm with you guys. The easy one to sit is Gabe Davis. I don't want to sit Ayuk. Like, I really want to sit Amon-Ra, but I just can't do it, man. That matchup against 2 shitty defenses and what should be a shootout game.
Yeah.
I can't do it, man. I'll go ahead and I'll follow E, like you said. As much as I love Ayuk, everybody's back. I have no idea how they're going to use everybody. Debo, Ayuk, CMC, the whole works. So,
And with Fields lighting it up lately, I think that the Lions, not like last week versus the Packers, right? You had them in this game. They don't have to score. I think they're going to have to try to score with Chicago.
let's go. All right, his second part, full PPR. Start 2, Gabe Davis, Treylon, Michael Gallup, David Montgomery. Adam, go ahead. Kick this one off. Start 2, Gabe Davis, Burks, Gallup, Montgomery.
I don't want to start Treylon Burks this week unless I have to. I mean, the quarterback's coming back off injury. Burks is coming back off injury. I just told you last question, I don't want to start Gabe Davis. And I think that pretty easily makes it for me. I'm going to start David Montgomery and Michael Gallup, although Montgomery, man, has not been all that great. You know, Herbert's taking a lot of work. Fields is running the ball a lot, but that Detroit defense is terrible. So I think I'm going to roll with Gallup and David Montgomery here.
All right, Eric?
Yep, I'm 100% on board with Adam there. So Gallup and Montgomery.
I will roll out Gallup and Montgomery as well, but if you want to just roll the dice, go for an upside play, maybe Treylon Burks in his first week back. More than likely, he's probably not going to do shit all, but, you know, sometimes we see those guys come off IR and you're like, oh, yeah, he's still really good at football. Imagine that. Who knew? Dr. B. Harris has got one. Sit 1, Pickens, Cooks, DPJ. Eric, you got to sit one of these guys. Pickens, Cooks, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
I think, man, I want to sit Cooks because I think DPJ has been really good, solid lately. I think that's going to be a higher scoring game because both defenses suck. And Pickens with Pickett has been really good. No Claypool now, so Pickens should get a lot more targets. I think I'm going to sit Brandon Cooks there.
All right. Adam?
Yep, fully agree. Pretty easy for me. Cooks has not been happy. That offense has not been particularly good. He's not been particularly great while playing. DPJ, since Njoku's out and it's a high-scoring affair, should be in Miami. I'm fully aboard DPJ and Pickens here too.
Oh, man. Brandon Cooks is good at football. Now, is he good at football when he's pissed off at the organization and sitting out? I don't know. I don't know.
And Davis Mills is his quarterback.
And Davis Mills is his quarterback. I think I'm with you, man. As much as I hate to do it, I'm going to sit Brandon Cooks, and I'm going to play those other two guys. All right. Cortland Sutton, Curtis Samuel, or Isaiah McKenzie. No PPR. Adam, go ahead. Pick one to play.
I think this one would have come down to Samuel and Sutton for me. If you told me it was PPR, I could have given more of a reason for Samuel. But if you tell me it's no PPR like this, it's Cortland Sutton for me pretty easily.
Eric?
Yeah, McKenzie can't even get over like 10 yards receiving like the last 3 weeks, so no thanks. I think I'm going to go Cortland Sutton as well. He's got the way better matchup.
Yeah. I'm going to go Cortland Sutton here. No PPR. The whole works. Easily Cortland Sutton. Probably the guy who's most likely to get in the end zone or get you the base amount of yards. Brandon Cooks or Greg D? Now, there's a couple different Greg Ds. Is it Greg Dolchitz or Greg Dortch?
We know this is Greg Dolchitz, baby. The Greg Dortch days are over. This is Dolchitz now, you know?
Yeah, I think we got to do the capital D is Dulcich, the little D would probably be.
Yeah, if it was all lowercase.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Cooks or Dolchitz, Eric?
I'm going with Dulcich. Pretty easy there for me. He's been getting fed there by Denver, and coming out of the bye, I would assume they'd probably get him more involved because of how good he's been. So Dulcich pretty easy.
All right, Adam.
Yeah, we just laid out why we shouldn't be excited for Brandon Cooks. You know, a lot of times in like a flex situation like this, I don't want to go with the tight end, but Dolchich has been awesome. I'm not fading Dolchich here.
Yeah, I'm with you guys, man. I'm going to play Greg D. Greg D. I love the fact that the man only been back for like 3-4 weeks, and already we just don't even spell out his last name. He's just
You could
Greg
put
D.
Greg on there and you'd probably still be Dolchich.
Or Greg. Cooks or Greg. Two of Gibson, Rondell Mooney, Curtis Samuel from Workhorse. Go ahead, kick this one off, Adam. Gibson, Rondell, Mooney, Curtis Samuel.
Well, Workhorse, you're going to make Mike not be very happy with me. But I think I'm going to roll with Mooney and Rondell here.
Don't do it, you son of a... All right, Eric.
Mooney for sure is the lock out of all those, so that one's easy. I'm going between Gibson and Rondell personally.
Agree.
Man, that Eagles defense has been pretty solid. I know Dameon Pierce just tore through them a little bit, but yeah, give me Gibson. I'll go Gibson just because I think he's going to get some of the receiving work. McKissick's out, so rushing yards plus receiving work over Rondale is probably short yardage passes from Colt McCoy. No thanks. I'll go with Gibson.
Gibson and Mooney here. Not even a question. Not even a question.
Colt McCoy's going to have to throw that ball short a lot. Rondell Moore season.
Yeah. I agree.
This one's only for Eric, man. Need Eric's help. Spiller, Madison, Edmonds. John does not give a fuck what you and I have to say, Adam.
That's all right. Eric's the guy. Go ahead, E.
I love it,
man.
This is blah. I'm guessing I'd go Isaiah Spiller just because I think he has a backup role. Madison has a backup role, but it's Buffalo, so that's gonna be tough. And they really don't use him. Like they don't give him like a full drive like they do some of these other guys. Chase Edmonds in a three-way fuck fest. I don't know what the hell's going on there. You haven't even seen him play with Denver, so I think you got to go with Spiller.
Yeah, I think this is an Eric question too. You know, the down and dirty 3-way fuck fest. You know, this is the Eric running back question. So I'm fully aboard.
John doesn't give a shit about our opinion.
Here, breaking news. It looks like Josh Allen is going to play. He's throwing footballs now.
Okay.
He's taking pregame snaps from the center. So it looks like Josh Allen is playing now. So
Okay.
Fucking
put him
Eric
back
Rappaport out here, man.
I love it.
Eric Rappaport. I love it. I love it. Mike L. He needs two. Swift, Aaron Jones, and Rondell. Go ahead, Adam. Swift, Aaron Jones, and Rondell.
Damn. I think I'm going to actually have to sit my boy Swift here, man. I hate doing it. I think he might get more work this week, but until I see it, I'm just going to roll with Aaron Jones and Rondell Moore.
Eric?
I think I am going to go with Swift and Aaron Jones for me. I just don't trust Rondell with Colt McCoy. It sounds like Swift's getting healthier, and every report that I've read that he's looking ready to go and all that. So I'm gonna definitely go with Swift and Aaron Jones.
So we got injury concerns on both Swift and Aaron Jones. Swift's the only one.
Jones is off the injury report and all that, so I'm not concerned.
He's Swift
fine.
now too this week. So
yeah,
I'm with you. I'm just gonna start the two running backs. I don't feel good about starting a receiver that was option number 2 anyways, with a shitty backup quarterback. So just give me Swift, Aaron Jones. I roll those two guys out. How nervous are you guys about Josh Allen? Would you pivot to Tua? Eric, this is a good one. So you just had the report he's out there throwing footballs. Looks like he's going to play. Would you start Tua over him, though?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, it's the Browns. They haven't been very good. Tua has been a top 10 quarterback ever since he came back from the concussions, man. He's been rolling. So if you're nervous about Josh Allen, I would do it, yeah. I mean, it's not like Tua's going to put up way less points than Josh Allen could. So,
yeah, this one's pretty pretty easy. I'm starting Tua. There's a list of guys that I would start ahead of Josh Allen this week, just knowing how uncertain it is. He was holding that thing at the end of the game last week. He didn't take first team reps till later. I'm very comfortable with Tua ahead of Josh Allen. There'd be other quarterbacks I'd start ahead of him too this week.
There's quite a few. Tua's definitely on the list for me, though. I would definitely start Tua ahead of him. I mean, you got to get down into some gross ones like the Daniel Joneses and the Davis Mills and the Taylor Heineke's. Like, other than that, I'm starting Josh Allen, period. But Tua.
Yeah, you're starting Tua. Yep.
Tua's in that range of, fuck yeah, I'd go ahead and I'll roll him out.
Yep.
PPR need a flex play. Brandon Cooks, Greg D, or Mac Hollins. So he had the Cooks and the Greg D part. Mac Hollins for Zach. Make any difference here for you?
Nah, I'm Greg Dolges. Greg D. Greg.
Yeah, I want the D, man. Eric, you still want the D?
Every inch of it. Yeah, Greg D.
Yeah. See, the own account pointing out the Titans are missing a bunch of defenders today.
Yep.
Fire up them Broncos, baby.
Yep.
Fire them up. Let's go. I'm sitting Zeke. So to fill the flex spot, would you play Wandale or throw a dart with James Cook due to Josh Allen's situation? So Wandale or James Cook? What do you think?
I'm going Wandale.
Eric?
Yeah, Wandale. I would assume Nyheim Hines gets a little bit of work again today. Finally gets into the offense, so you got to count that in too. So Wandale, pretty easy.
Yep.
I'm with you guys, man. I'll go ahead and roll out Wandale.
Yep.
I love James Cook, man, but we just got to see it. And Nyheim Hines is there. So Jeff Simmons on the D-line. Oh, man. Titans are screwed.
Damn.
Let's say this, man. If Russ in this offense does not look good against this banged-up Titans defense, do you just, like, stop buying danger witches? Is that?
I mean, and coming off of the bye too. I think that's the most important
Jesus.
part.
True. Good point. Yep.
So,
God,
yeah.
is there any week for them to get right and look good finally? It's going to be this week.
Yep.
And they're probably going to do fuck all.
Fuck on that.
All right. Henry's got one. PPR, pick one. Sutton of the aforementioned Broncos. Curtis Samuel or Foster Moreau. Anybody want to go Samuel or Moreau here?
It makes this question. Well, this question was easy before we knew all that on the Titans.
Yeah.
That now is definitely easy.
Yeah, Sutton for me, easy.
Rolling Sutton out as well. How about our man Gino? DPJ or Everett?
Ooh.
I'll let the Brownies go first. So, Eric, go ahead. DPJ or Everett?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with DPJ. I mean, Everett's got a good matchup. I don't know if it's great, but against San Fran, I mean, it's not the greatest, I guess. I'll go DPJ.
Adam?
I mean, the Chargers are banged up, but Everett's had this Chargers banged up situation. He's been good, just not all that great. I mean, DPJ hasn't been the best either, but I think with Njoku out, I think there's more upside here in a bad matchup where they're going to have to be throwing the football a lot. So I'm going to go with DPJ here.
Man. Yeah,
Especially not knowing. I'll say the other thing, Gene. If it's tight end premium, I could maybe see more of a lean to Everett. If there's no tight end premium, I think it's pretty easily DPJ for me.
Yeah, if there's no tight end premium, I'm going to go ahead and go DPJ. But if there is a tight end premium, half point or better, I'll go ahead and start Everett.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Superflex, 2.5 point tight end premium, full PPR. Juwan Johnson, Ayuk, leaning the uke. We're getting all good nicknames here. Adam, you want the uke or do you want Juwan Johnson? 2.5 tight end premium.
Man, that might be the heaviest tight end premium I've ever seen. But I still want Brandon Ayuk because 2.5 times 0 is 0. So I'm going to roll with Brandon Ayuk, you know?
Let me check your math here. Okay. Eric, the uke or Juwan Johnson?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna lean with the better player, Ayuk. Like, if Juwan Johnson goes off on my bench, oh well, big deal. I'd rather have Ayuk.
I'd rather start Ayuk as well. And Juwan Johnson was pretty much doing nothing until the end of that game last week, and I unfortunately was playing against him, and it's like, damn it. Damn it. Garbage ass touchdown. All right. Happy Sunday, PPR. Knox, Higbee, or Gasecki? Oh, my God. Is it really a happy Sunday, Ryan, when you got to start one of these three turds? Eric, pick one of these crappy tight ends.
It's definitely not Higbee. He's been pass blocking the whole time, so no thanks. I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with Dawson Knox here. I think Case Keenum can throw to the tight ends, those shorter passes over the middle kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go with Knox. I think he gets in the end zone today.
Adam?
Man, I think Eric's right. Dude, with Gesicki, like, if you look at the last 5 weeks for him, I mean, he's getting 1 or 2 catches at a time. I know Dawson Knox numbers aren't pretty, but to Eric's point, whether it's Allen or Keenum, may not be able to throw the balls downfield as they like to when Josh Allen's got a really healthy arm. So I guess I'd roll out Dawson Knox, but this sucks for if you have those 3 tight ends, honestly.
It does. One guy's pass blocking, Tyler Higbee. The other one does a horrible gritty, the worst that I've ever seen in my entire life. It hurts my eyes every time. I think by that process, man, I'm just going to go Dawson Knox, man. I don't got anything bad to say about him other than
if you believe in that Eric has bad luck, Gesicki, I hate him, and he will play in my team today. He's going to have 10 for 275, 3 touchdowns. Guaranteed.
How about this one from Louis? Monty, A-Rob, Cooks, PPR. Go ahead, Eric. Monty, A-Rob, Cooks.
I'm going to go with Montgomery and Cooks on that one. Yeah, so Monty and Cooks.
Adam?
Agreed. With Walford out there, I have no confidence, literally zero confidence in A-Rob. I'm starting a slew of warm bodies ahead of him.
I feel that. Monty A-Rob. Or Monty Cooks, not A-Rob.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Monty Cooks, right.
Not A-Rob. I almost said A-Rob. I
was
say
talking
A-Rob.
down about him, and you had him on the mind, you know?
God. No, get him out of my brain. Out of my brain. DV, Sony Michel, or Isaiah Spiller.
I mean, it's Spiller easy for me. He got all the work last week, so.
Yeah, DB, man.
I'm fully aboard. Sony Michel's getting to the point I don't even want to think about him.
Honestly, I'd pick up Tom Kennedy again.
Boom.
Just roll him back out.
Just start Tom Kennedy again. Week 2.
Tom Kennedy almost had a touchdown last week, too.
We appreciate you tapping in, Emilio. Make sure you're checking out everything Destination Debbie is doing. The easiest way to do it is sign up for the newsletter. You get it every Friday. All the content right there, all the links, all the good articles. We do so much here on Fridays. That newsletter is dope. Takes me about 15, 20 minutes to read it on the work shitter every Friday. Well, that's my safe space. It's my happy spot. Appreciate you guys. Thanks again. We appreciate you, Colward, for tapping in. Gino's got another one here. PPR, start 2, Gabe Davis, Mooney, Curtis, Samuel. I feel like Gabe Davis has been a very, very potent question. And now that you have the Josh Allen news, do you have any difference of opinion on Gabe Davis? Adam?
Let me go ahead and shoot the Gabe Davis thing down with Mooney and Curtis Samuel here for me.
All right. Eric?
Yeah, as a big Gabe Davis fan, I think I'm still going Mooney and Samuel here, too. I agree.
As a not big Gabe Davis fan, the opposite of being a big Gabe Davis fan, give me Mooney and Curtis Samuel. How about this one? Samuel or Herbert, PPR? Eric?
I think I'd go with Samuel on that one. He does get a lot of catches, like it's underneath stuff. Plus, he gets some rushing work, too. So I'll go with Samuel.
All right. Adam?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Curtis Samuel, getting those manufactured touches. Listen, man, the work, like, everybody loves the Khalil Herbert thing. There's a lot of people that are really high on him and all that. But when Montgomery's playing, it just doesn't happen. Four carries, 7 carries, and then last week again, 7 carries. When Montgomery's out there, they're not guaranteeing you even double-digit touches. I'm going with the manufactured touches with Curtis Samuel here.
Unless you have a crystal ball and you can figure out what in-game David Montgomery's going to get hurt and not play, you got to roll out Curtis Samuel over Khalil Herbert. Sorry.
I agree.
Just what it is. DB loves to see Gino coming back here with some late-game fantasy production. We also call that garbage time. Good job, Gino.
And a lot of little checkdowns for Kenneth Walker to throw people for a big loop.
Holy shit. Jabroni time. Malik Davis or Jalen Warren. Oh, my gosh. Adam, Malik Davis or Jalen Warren.
I literally never thought I'd be saying, until I saw like Jalen Warren take a whole bunch of work, that I'd be picking him in a start sit, but I guess I'm going to do it here over Malik Davis. So,
Yeah.
Eric.
These are my 2 guys from the preseason, so both of my children, basically.
You're making him kill one of the children on air. What are you going with here?
I think I'm going to go Jalen Warren. I think like they actually give him like a full series or two probably during the game. So, and he's been getting some work catching the ball too. So I'm gonna go Jalen Warren.
I'm with you guys, man. I'll go Jalen Warren. Gets a little bit more work. You poor fella, man. You got to start one of these guys. Tom Kennedy.
Tom Kennedy. Yep.
Tom Kennedy. Michael Bandy. There's another.
I
There's
picked
another.
him up a couple of him too.
It's another short white wide receiver that you can draft or pick up off waivers. Let's go. DB said Rashad White coming on like a classic, late like a classic good rookie running back profile does. Oh man, he's loving some Rashad White. DB.
Yes, he is.
All right, we got another one from the recovering Ridley Truther. 1.75 tight end premium. Evan Ingram or the Muth? Eric, you want Evan Ingram or do you want Pat Freiermuth?
Nah, I'm gonna go with Pat Freiermuth. He's been getting fed by Pickett like every single week, so that's pretty easy for me.
Adam?
Yep, Pat Freiermuth here. For the most part, his targets have been really high. So now how accurate they are and how many catches and how many yards, how many touchdowns, those are a little lower. But I think I'll take the volume play in Pat Freiermuth here.
I want Patty F. I want the guy. I want Patty F. all day.
Yep.
How about a gambling question here? How do y'all feel about Brissett over 225 yards? Now, I'm not a gambler, so all my answers will always be the over unless I hate the player. But Adam, Brissett over 225 yards. What do you think?
I'm this week, especially given this matchup and going down to Miami, like it's a tough place to play. They're probably going to be trailing the way our defense is versus Waddle and Tyreek Hill. I think I'm going to take the over here because I think we're going to be forced to. I don't think they want to have him throw a lot, but I think we're going to be forced to.
Eric?
Yeah, I agree, 100%. I'll take the over there.
He's also cleared. He's cleared that number the last 4 weeks. So, I'm especially versus Miami. I'm taking it.
Take zero interest in what I have to say, but give me the over.
Nice.
And on to the next one. Judy over 52.5 yards receiving. Eric, Jerry Judy over 52.5 yards. What do you think?
Yeah, we just press over every fucking time on this show, so we're just going over.
Over.
Yep, that's over as well. Once again, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, he's already hit that over. Jerry Judy, I do know, like sometimes he doesn't have a bunch of great targets and all that, but he's also one guy that he seems to get one of these long plays a game. So I'm taking the over here with Jerry Judy as well.
Let's go. I want the overs. How about a back start sit question that I can help you out with? Khalif Raymond or Christian Watson?
Go ahead and start it off, Mike. Go ahead, man.
Khalif Raymond. This fucking sucks, man. I wanted Christian Watson to be a thing, but I don't think it's ever going to be a thing. Give me Khalif Raymond.
Remember when we thought Christian Watson going to Green Bay was a good landing spot?
It was the greatest thing ever, man. Aaron Rodgers. They need a receiver. Let's go.
Yeah. Then he got hurt. Yeah, no, I'm going Khalif Raymond here.
I am too. I'm actually firing Khalif Raymond up in a Start 13 league, so let's go.
Hell yeah, he's starting in a super flex spot for me because Matt Stafford and
Is dead.
And Kyler Murray decided they didn't want to play this week.
Shit.
Whoops.
Yep.
All right, PPR, start Allen or pick up Carr, Goff, or T-Law off waivers. Oh, man. I'm going to start Carr and T-Law both over Josh Allen this week just for safety, so I would pick up one of those guys. And if I had to lean one, I'm going T-Law. T-Law, number one priority for me on that one. What about you guys?
Eric?
I think I just roll out Josh Allen still. I mean, Carr and T-Law are decent options. Like, I can see it. If you want to be safe and know that you're going to get some points, then I'm okay with either of them. But I think I would just still roll out Josh Allen. Looks like everything's, from what I'm seeing on Twitter and stuff, that he's good to go. So,
Okay.
I'm going to tell you I would roll out Trevor Lawrence personally. That's just me, though. I understand if you don't want to do it. But, like, with Carr, you got, Waller down on IR, Renfro down on IR. I could see if you didn't want to do it for Carr. For me, I would start T-Law ahead of Josh Allen this week. But obviously, Eric says start Josh Allen. If you just feel more comfortable rolling with the name and Josh Allen, I could see it too.
That's fine. I just don't want to see him leave after a series. One series and
I'm with you.
Not do anything. For me, that's why I just start T-Law.
I would start T-Law too.
Goff. Or Carr, not Goff, please.
Yeah, don't start Goff.
Don't Don't do that. Don't do that. Ertz or Schultz PPR with Kyler out. Ooh, man.
Schultz pretty easy for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll with Schultz here too. I agree with Eric.
I thought this would be tougher for me when I first read the question, and I don't want to just feel like I'm tagging along. But Schultz, just the way he gets fed with Dak in there is just kind of ridiculous.
Yep.
And Ertz, no fucking Kyler, Colt McCoy. Oh, just saying the name grosses me out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Schultz.
Schultz is Dak's safety blanket. You know, like when he's in doubt, it goes to fucking Schultz.
Man, so Eric helped him through a couple 2.75 tight end premium drafts. Spring DNC Patreon came through clutch. Yes,
Nice.
Shout out to Dynasty and Chill. Shout out to Dynasty and Chill. 2.75, Adam. We got to get one of these crazy tight end premium leagues. Let's go.
Has anyone ever played in a three tight end premium?
I think the 2.75 must have been somebody fat fingered the 2 instead of the 1.
I was gonna say, yeah, because this is 2.75 is a lot.
And then forgot to forgot to change that.
Let's go. Well, let's
Yep.
see how high we could put the tight end premium until you're drafting them number 1 overall.
Right.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
you might need like a 7.75.
Jamal Williams or Gibson. Have 3 leagues with these two. You poor man. All right, go ahead. Do it to me, Eric. Start it off.
Man, it's close. I think I'm gonna go Jamal Williams though. Still, he's just rock solid in that red zone, man.
Adam.
Oh man, the fact that I'm even thinking about this really it kind of hurts me inside. But I'm rolling with Gibson, man. I think there's more passing work. Here's the thing with Jamal Williams. He is like the most inefficient as far as touches go. He's not going to get a lot of passing work. He's going to be, like 24 carries for 81 yards type thing. The big thing with Jamal Williams, though, is the touchdown upside, and he tends to get all the damn goal line work right now, even though Swift can run it. So that's the pros for Jamal Williams. But I think Gibson's going to get a lot of pass catching work, and for me in a standard PPR league, I'd rather have that.
As a famous guy I do podcasts says, listen, here's the thing with Jamal Williams. He's fucking terrible. Starting Antonio Gibson. Half PPR, pick 2, Tony, Brandon Cooks, Pacheco, Hines. Thanks, gents. Adam, go ahead. Tony, Brandon Cooks, Pacheco, Hines. What you got?
Eric, why don't you start off? I'm literally just reading the questions. I'm dying laughing over here.
I think Brandon Cooks, and I really like Pacheco today. I think they run the ball a little bit more today because Jacksonville could be run on a little bit. And I think Pacheco finally shows that he's the starter there. So I'm going to go Cooks and Pacheco.
Adam, you recovered enough to answer
Yeah,
this one?
I agree. I was thinking about Hines, but I'm gonna.
I haven't seen it yet. So
Exactly. It's too risky with Hines. I do think that now that he's been there for a full week, you might see it, but I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go with Brandon Cooks and Pacheco as well.
I'm going to go with Brandon Cooks and Tony.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about Pacheco. He just never does anything. He's really great at running into the back of his blockers and falling down. Unfortunately,
There's going to be that one game that he's going to have here soon where he runs for 175 and like 2 touchdowns, and then he's like, RB7 in Dynasty.
The KTC
You
thing.
it's
Yep.
coming at some point. So
I like it.
I feel it. Dynasty Alex says, with the news of the lack of Titans D, you're still starting Damian Pierce over Judy. Does that change for anybody else? Pierce over Judy, or do you want to start Judy over Pierce?
I think it makes Judy more appealing. I mean, I have no problem with Judy, but I don't think I'm sitting Damian Pierce any weeks, honestly. It's just more that I really believe in Damian Pierce.
He's getting like 20-plus touches between rushing and receiving every week. I'm going with Pierce over Judy, who could get 5 touches total,
Yeah.
Yeah, I still want Damian Pierce. There's not a lot of players out there that I'm ever gonna sit Damian Pierce for.
Yep.
Not a lot.
Agreed.
If Kyler's out, Rondell or Mac Hollins. Oh my gosh. Eric, Rondell, Mac.
I'm fine with Mac Hollins. Like, they really have nobody else to throw to other than Adam. So, and Hollins has done good this year. So yeah, I'll go Hollins.
Adam.
I think this one's pretty close. Like Mac Hollins has had a couple catches in his last several games. He only had 2 catches. He did have one game where he's good. I think with Kyler out, honestly, for me, it might even be a little bit more of an arrow up. I think that they'll throw a lot shorter with him out there and just try to get the ball a little more force-fed to Rondale, quick manufactured touches for him. I actually lean Rondale here.
I'm going to go Matt Collins. I'm going to go Matt Collins. Just like, who the hell else they throwing the football to? Give me Matt Collins. And this all because Colt McCoy's horrible at football. Morning Jets, full PPR, Judy or Josh Palmer. Thanks and good luck today. Well, good luck to you as well, Trey. Anybody here brave enough to sit Jerry Judy for Josh Palmer? Like, I looked at this one and I think it's pretty Judy pretty easily for me.
You mean Palmer easy for you?
No, I'm playing Judy, man.
You're playing Judy? Okay.
Oh, we're going to have a disagreement. I love it.
No,
all right, good question, Trey.
Yeah, no, I'm going Josh Palmer. They have nobody else to
Okay.
throw to. Who else are they going to throw the fucking ball to?
I think I actually lean Palmer too.
This is my bad.
Palmer's had 9 and 8 catches the last 2 weeks. And last week when he had 8 catches for 106 yards, there was a ball that was thrown right to his hands and face that popped straight in the air for a pick. And I know he could do that again because he's not the greatest, but the work is just so solid right now with everybody out in L.A.
I don't want to play him against this 49ers defense, though. I don't care if he's the only guy there.
That's fair.
Last man standing. I do not want to play him against 49ers defense. Judy's good enough against this Titans defense that I think this is a must-start between these two for me. For me. That's just the way I look at it. But
I think they're both good plays though this week. Personally, I'm not saying I don't like Judy this week. I think Palmer's locked into a lot of work.
Right. I think San Francisco's good enough defensively though to scheme away and know that they only have one guy, so he just won't get anything. And it's going to be the Michael Bandy week, the one we all covered.
Maybe it's the Gerald Everett week.
Interesting one here. How about this one? 2 of Hunt, Herbert, and Monty half PPR.
Hunt and Monty.
I just play both Bears guys together and say fuck it.
I could see that too.
So I just go both Bears and you get all their points in the rushing game today. So I go with those two.
Except for all the who their leading rusher is, right?
Yeah.
Justin Fields.
It'll be Equinemia St. Brown on the end around.
I want Monty and Hunt here. I bench Herbert personally.
Yeah, I'm agreeing, but I could see doing both of the Bears running backs too.
Waddle over 70 receiving yards and Russell Wilson over 13 rushing yards.
Waddle over 70 receiving yards, easy for me. I'll take it on Russ. I don't even know what his rushing stats look like this week or this year, but 13. I mean, he could get 13 on a single play.
Russ, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what his rushing has been lately this year. I think the Waddle is good. The Wilson.
Well, he's cleared it. He's cleared it every game since week 1 and 2. So
right,
week 3 to 8, he's over 13. Yeah.
Smash the overs, man. Let's go.
Over.
Check out our new betting podcast called Smash the Overs. Coming to you next week.
Where all we do is smash the overs. Pick 4.5 point PPR. Jamal Williams. Conti?
I think that's supposed to be Monty.
Monty?
Yep.
Monty?
Yeah, Monty and Herbert.
He fat
Monty
fingered
Herbert.
the K instead of the M.
Yep.
Well, we also got like Kadarius Toney and, maybe the O and the T. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not good at reading. That's why I didn't graduate. Jamal Williams, Monty, Herbert, Zeke, Rondell. Pick 4.
I'm not picking Zeke.
Do I have to pick
Zeke isn't going to play, so
Right.
there it is.
No. There you go.
And that's down easily. So there you go.
I couldn't count. If I could count, this would be easy. Zeke's not playing. Cool. Goff or Lawrence? Lawrence, please.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
T-Law.
T-Law.
Jamal
We're
or
doing
Swift?
this again. What do we think, boys?
I think I'd go with Swift this week.
I'm ready to be hurt again.
I'm ready. I'm ready to bring out the 32 jersey for the first time since he got hurt. Next week we'll be wearing it when he has a good game.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so it was a mistake. But the league mates ended up loving it so much we have 6 identical high tight end premium leagues. Holy shit.
So there it is. That's the highest tight end premium I've ever seen, I'm pretty sure.
Now we have the goal, Adam. We're going to do a mid-season startup with a 3-point
3-point tight
Yeah,
end
make
premium.
sure you message Adam on Twitter to take over an orphan next year or something.
Oh my gosh. Buffalo or Dallas D? A defensive question. Man, we've been waiting all year for these.
This is easy. Dallas D against shitty Green Bay, and their offensive line's bad. They're probably going to get wrecked, so Dallas D easy.
This is so if the Lions can make an offense look bad, that's the team I want to go against every week, and so it's Dallas this week pretty easily.
Yeah, give me Dallas. Easily give me Dallas. That Green Bay offense is horrendous. Have PPR Deontay or Rondell Moore? Anybody brave enough to start Rondell?
I kind of like Rondell this week, but not over Deontay.
Yeah, not over Deontay.
Nope.
Here we go. How about this one? Jamal Williams, Pollard, Jeff Wilson. Adam, between these three running backs, I kind of like them all.
Is anyone sitting Pollard?
Yes, yeah. Pollard easy with no Zeke, easy.
I don't mind Jamal Williams or Jeff Wilson this week. I actually kind of like them both, but not Pollard.
I mean, he didn't say how many to pick, but if it's one, it's Pollard. If it's two, it's Pollard and Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, what's your order then?
Pollard, Wilson, Williams.
Okay.
Pollard, anytime Zeke's out, it's almost a must start. Like, you just have to fire him
Yeah, he's
up.
almost like a top 10 running back, easy.
I'm going to go Pollard, Jeff Wilson, Jamal Williams for me.
I think we're all three in agreement. Yep, agreed.
I really like Jeff. Just the way he played last week and how hard he runs.
I mean, he had more snaps and touches than Mostert did. He just got there. So
you got to remember.
impressive.
You got to remember, he basically knows that offense exactly as they want it, right? And he's younger than as Raheem Mostert, so I think there's a lot of trust by McDaniel there.
And Mostert's a guy who gets hurt. He's known for his explosive. You don't want to give him the full workload like they were. So I like it. It's probably going to be a split where it's kind of going to suck every single week where you think one guy should be unlocked and the other one blah, blah, blah. But they're probably both going to get work. It's just going to be a long season of it. But damn, Jeff Wilson runs hard and he looks good in that offense.
And it's a shitty Cleveland Browns.
Yep. I have Eckler and Kamara starting in that league. One of them would slot into a flex spot. So this is probably a question that he answered earlier. I'm sorry, I forgot already, Alex. Like, we go so fast here. We got so many going here. Full PPR flex. Pick one. Najee Harris, son of a bitch. Jalen Warren. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Matt Collins. Dalton Schultz. Oh, shit. You saved it at the end, man. Full PPR flex. I'm starting Dalton Schultz, and I don't start tight ends in flex spots very often. For me, Adam, what says you?
I actually agree. I normally don't want to do it if there's no tight end premium, but I think I'm going Schultz here.
Yep, I agree. Schultz, easy.
I don't want to start any of those other guys for Dalton Schultz.
Schefter just dropped one. Josh Allen is, in fact, starting at quarterback today for the Vikings. Versus the Vikings.
So he's going to be out there. He's going to start. We'll see how long he plays. Hopefully the whole game for some of us. Hopefully. Is it bad process to start Deontay and Pickens? Eric, if you had both of them, would you start both of them? I guess the question, Beach Balls, would be, well, like, what are your other options, man?
I think that's the only way to answer this question. I think it's a bad process if you have better options, but these are good options.
I just play. Yeah, I play them both. I don't care.
The only reason it's a bad process is because touchdown upside for the Steelers period is bad. So it depends who's behind these guys on your team.
Yeah, it's bad process if you don't go trade for Kenny Pickett and just maximize.
Love it, man. Love it. CMC or Saquon? I forgot to change my roster so I can only play one. Oh no!
Damn.
Oh no!
No.
Oh shit! All right, boys, let's get him out of a jam. Who's gonna have the bigger week, CMC or Saquon?
Yes.
No, you can't give him a yes. Come on.
I'm just kind of rubbing it in. That does suck. I'm honestly thinking about this
horrible.
right now because this is so different than the questions we've been answering.
Yeah, both are at home. Both are playing shitty defense.
They're both in great matchups, man.
The two worst. They have to be close to the two worst run defenses in the entire league.
Dude, I'm just saying. Here's what I would have to say. Like, I know it's hard to sit CMC in this matchup, but like, how do you sit Saquon versus the Texans? Like, honestly,
after you've seen some of these running backs and what
that's what I'm
to the
saying.
Texans.
Right? Look what Pollard did. Right? Like, I don't think I could ever sit Saquon versus that team. And this is, we saw McCaffrey fucking go nuclear, but I don't know how you sit Saquon versus that defense, man. Do you guys disagree at all?
No, I don't think I'm with you. I go Saquon. He's all they fucking got, too. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
At least the 49ers, they have Kittle, Stebo. Ayuk,
Right.
Juwan Jennings, Kyle Juszczyk, they're going to throw the ball to. Saquon, it's Saquon and fucking Richie James.
I'm rolling out Saquon, and I'm hoping he's got a huge game because if he has like a 10-point game going and you got to watch Sunday Night Football and CMC go off, that's going to suck. But I'm hoping that you don't even have to worry about it and Saquon goes nuts.
Yeah, man, you talked me into it. I'm going Saquon. It's not that I was leaning CMC. This just sucks because you could literally have the 2 top scoring running backs on the week. Like 30, 40 points. Like we've seen CMC do it, and he gets a shitty defense, and now you get Saquon versus a shitty defense.
This is why you want
to.
This is why you want to check your rosters. But if you had this, like if you have to answer the question, and he has to do this, I'm playing Saquon and saying CMC as bad as that is.
All right, man. Sorry that you messed that up, man. Jeff Wilson or DeAndre Hopkins with Murray out.
I think I still lean Hopkins. He's still going to get fed. They're going to run that offense through him, so I'm still fine with Hopkins.
Adam?
Yeah, I mean, it's arrow down for Hopkins, but I still think he's going to get 10 targets at least, so I'm rolling Hopkins.
Right.
I got you. All right, so earlier he was like he has Eckler and Kamara starting that league, so one of them fit into a flex spot, and that was his Pierce-Judy question. So a little more context on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm still doing Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce.
Still doing Pierce. Singletary or Connor? Connor.
CMC. This is
CMC.
the same guy that asked that question. CMC versus Saquon.
That's
I'm just messing
that's
around.
who he played. Oh, okay.
I'm putting Connor in here for not Singletary.
I see what you're doing.
I'm going Connor.
I'm going Singletary. I don't
Really?
know if you guys know. Also, with Kyler being out, the whole offensive line is out, and the sixth offensive lineman is out too. So that game's gonna be like fucking 9-3 field goal fest. I'm gonna go Singletary.
That's fair. I'll say this: the one point, because I agree that with you, that's scary. They've actually been featuring Connor still in the receiving game, and if it's this gross shit, they might get him some cheap screens. And I'm not sure how Singletary is going to really get, how much work he's going to get, period. So that's my caveat. I think it's not as great as it sounds, but I'm going to go with Connor.
Yeah, it's Tom Kennedy for me.
Like that.
There you go. I'm going to go James Conner. How about this one? Rapid fire these off to finish them off for lineup lock. Terry or Pickens? Terry for me.
I'm going to go with Terry,
Pickens.
too.
I'm going to go Pickens. Terry's got the tough matchup, man.
He does.
Do you guys play with IDP, and why not? Adam and I do. We co-manage the league. We're horrible at it.
So
Yeah,
the answer is yes, and the reason why not, we're not great at evaluating it.
Josh Allen or Fields?
I'm in about 5 or 6 IDP leagues.
Eric could be the guy to ask.
I did just get featured on an IDP show. We're going to try to get more info on it and start doing more IDP. But
This
Allen
is
or Fields?
Justin Fields, easy.
Fields, no
Fields by
question.
a mile.
Pick 2, Jamal Williams, Jeff Wilson, Herbert, Gibson, Connor. Give me Gibson and Jeff Wilson.
In agreement. It's between Jeff Wilson and Jamal Williams. It's the second one. I'm going Gibson and Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Gibson and Wilson.
Yep.
For his Pickens Deontay question, he has Tony Hunt, A.J. Dillon, and Dotson coming off the hammy. Would you start any of those guys over Pickens?
Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
No, sir.
Will Elijah Mitchell take anything away from McCaffrey? No, he's going to fall off the fucking bench, and the trainers are going to have to go back
I
for
mean,
him.
he's going to get a couple carries, but
He's going to get.
5.
Here's what I'll say. He will get a few carries, but that's not going to take away from what McCaffrey was going to get. No.
Cooks or Dotson? Cooks.
I'll go with Cooks. I mean, I know Dotson's coming off the hammy, so you don't know. He could easily re-injure it. He already re-injured it once, trying to come back.
That's the reason I'm going to go with Cooks, is because he's already tried to come back too soon and it didn't work out.
All right, last one to finish it off. Foster Moreau or Deontay? 2-point tight end premium, full PPR. So,
Double,
oh my gosh.
double the points on the catches for Foster Moreau. I'm going to roll still Deontay, though.
Yeah, Deontay pretty easy.
I think it's close. I don't think it's easy, but I do think it's Deontay.
I mean, you got to remember, too, no Claypool. This
Mike's
is the first
going
game
Foster
without
Moreau.
Claypool,
All right.
too.
Good thing we're going to end on this one, so we'll get to remember and check it back because it'll be interesting. I think this is closer than it seems, but I'm going Deontay.
Give me Foster Moreau. That's
like
the last one. That's where
I
we're
like
going to do it. Dynasty Alex says, Adam, get that Swift jersey dry cleaned and pressed. You're gonna need it for the AMF.
Let's go, baby. I'll
right.
be ready. I'll be ready with it, man. It's in the
And one of my
closet waiting, like his Swift on the sideline, getting the cobwebs.
What are our thoughts on Kyron Williams coming back? Who gives a shit, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like I said, it's a three-way fuck fest in the backfield.
Could
But
they get an offensive line?
the
please?
report from the beginning of the year was Adam Schefter came out and said that Kyron was above Cam Akers
I saw that.
in week 1. So Kyron got hurt, though. So Kyron would have been above Cam Akers in week 1. So they obviously really like him. He's very good in pass protection, so he's going to be the receiving back at some point.
Yes, that's the big thing is he's great in pass pro.
Yeah, I mean, you want to give it probably a week, maybe 2 weeks before you put him into a lineup, but we'll see.
Let me say this. I think that there's a lot of hype and news around that situation. I just want to see it before I do anything with Kyron Williams. I want to see that actual talk is real before I'm doing anything with Kyron.
Oh, that's going to do it for us. That's how we're going to end it with a bold Foster Moreau prediction and some Kyron Williams talk. Thank you for tapping in. You guys are what makes the show, makes this thing go. We appreciate it. We will be back same time, same place next week. Until then, good luck this week. Unless you're playing against us, then we hope you lose by 1 billion. Peace.
We're out of here. Peace.
That's it.